looking for a way to work it out. I'm trying to find some peace and navigate. I'm trying the oak tree where I met you, and the writing on the statue. I still remember every word you said. I'm not a soldier, but I'm fighting. Can you hear me through the silence? I won't give up 'cause there will be a day we'll meet again. Everything we wanted turned to gold. The path we chose, the future on our side. The path we chose, the future. Never thought I'd do this on my own, but now I wield the sword you left behind. The oak tree where I met you, and the writing on the statue. I still remember every word you said. I'm not a soldier, but I'm fighting. Can you hear me through the silence? I won't give up 'cause there will be a day we'll meet again. We'll meet again.
Hello, hello. I think now you should be able to hear me. No wonder you haven't been saying anything. What about my music? I actually enjoy listening to music while I do my runs, mind you. It's loud? Is it? I thought I turned it down though. Is it still too high? I thought I... Oh, that's too loud. Okay, that is 3%, so that shouldn't be very loud at all. Seems good now? Alright, awesome. Yeah, so don't mind me. I'm just chilling in preparation for reset, trying to get myself back in the groove. I haven't played in quite some time. I have been gone for a very long time, and I really haven't touched the game in a while. How's my week been going? It's been... That's a good question. So it's been busy, but all right for the most part. Yeah, to be honest, I've actually been trying to work out what I want to do for this. I've been trying to work out what I want to do for this reset, partially, like in the last little while. So that's definitely one of the big things on my mind. How about you? How's yours? Seth! Hello, hello, hello. Ah. Now that's a familiar face who I didn't think I'd be ever seeing again. Yeah. Hello, Seth. Nice to have you on board with us. How you doing, man? It has been quite some time. Hope you've been doing really well. And I myself haven't seen you up until, actually I should probably do it like this. Trying to get myself back in the mojo. So you guys gotta forgive me. I'm playing a little slow, but honestly... Yeah, still in the middle of trying to get everything back, back in the groove, you know? Know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm doing fantastic. Alright, I'm really happy to hear that. Yeah, things going alright with you, it sounds like. Yeah, it's good to see you. I was wondering if I would be seeing you, because I think now you're on summer vacation. I don't know if, I mean... Going so fast. I don't know if that's still a thing for you. I believe it still is. I think you're ways off, right, from graduating. Regardless, though, you are very close, I believe, to grad. And meanwhile, silly old me, still here, playing some good old D2. And as I'm sure you know, Diablo 2 Resurrected is coming out, too. But that's going to be a couple months from now. In the meantime, we have the Slashdiablo ladder reset coming up on Friday. So, you're actually going to a technical college next year. You're skipping over 12th, man. You brilliant, brilliant man. That's awesome. I mean, congratulations. Doesn't have what I want. Yeah. All right, that's fine. Okay, well, either way, I hope you find what you're looking for in your new school. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. You're gonna be learning about electrical construction. Man. Just yesterday, it felt like you were asking me for help with math homework. Now you are going to be going into electrical construction. Alright, well, how quickly time flies, my dear Seth. How quickly time flies. Anyway, yeah, but it's good to see you. I was actually meaning to ask. I was wondering if you would be here. Are you going to be taking part in this season's reset, Seth? Because yeah, I was supposed to make the ladder reset post, but I decided to get a head count from everybody on the, yeah, I wanted to get a head count before I made the post. And it seems like we are actually very short, man, compared to what we usually have. So let's see. Let me try to recall here quickly. So we have myself, obviously. Marlies, the Raven Lord himself, is available. And I think Instant D's is a maybe. Probably yes, but you never know. But I think he should be good to go. So that basically leaves us with a lot of slots, but Stungan can't make it. Good Grief hasn't replied, and I'm just trying to think where everybody else is at. Yeah, Good Grief is missing. Let's see, who else is at work? Enjoy's at work on the day of the reset. I'm just trying to recall if there's anybody else from that list that's missing. Ko is going to be doing something with somebody else, he said. So, with that in mind, what that means for us is that we have not as many people as we usually would, which is kind of unfortunate, really. I was looking forward to bringing everybody together and then doing the run and all that jazz, but everybody's busy. So, with that said, it looks like it's just going to be us, assuming that you join in. So 4 of us actually. We might even be able to do like a players for like a 2-8. Or no, wait, no, that's not right. It's a 4-8 in this case because there's 4 players and there's 8 boxes. I still can't do math, but I can wing it. I have faith. You're a bright kid. I think you'll do just fine, man. I think you'll do just fine. I'm curious to see what you'll end up being able to accomplish in the years to come. Well, I don't know if I'll be around that long, to be quite honest. Yeah. Let's see. I might, but I don't know yet. I gotta figure out how to keep Diablo 2 Battle.net and play Slash at the same time. Okay. Are you playing on BNet right now? Is that what's going on? I mean, I remember there was the BNet reset a couple days ago, or a couple weeks back, but I don't give a shit about that kind of thing. You're gonna live forever, my man. Oh boy, oh boy. I wish, but that well, we'll see. We'll see how these things go. Your dad wanted to play again. Oh shit, yo, I didn't realize. Oh man, this is like the one season where I didn't even bother trying to touch the actually, I don't remember. Did I touch the reset? I think like 2 seasons ago. I don't even remember anymore. Like I don't keep track of these kinds of things. I didn't really have a build I wanted to try, and I know that normally I would use this reset as a chance to practice in prep for the Diablo 2 Resurrected, but I thought about it and I'm like, if I were to play Diablo 2 on BNet, I'm playing by myself. I wouldn't really be playing with others. Whereas when D2 Resurrected comes out, I would like to think that I'm going to probably be playing with a group of people, so it wouldn't be a very accurate representation of what my D2R season would be like. He's getting ready for remastered. Oh shit! I did not realize that your dad was going to be getting in on the groove. I gotta hit up some other people of my own and see if they also are going to be. Well, I mean, who am I kidding? Yeah, I think. I mean, I've already talked to a lot of other people about it, and they are wholly on board with going back to playing the game. So that's kind of exciting. That is very exciting. Did you see my message above regarding D2R? Yes, I did, but I wanted to catch up with Seth because I haven't seen him in a while. By the way, today I'm not going to be streaming for a super long time. I just wanted to see who's available, and in particular, I also wanted to see if you're playing on Slash, Seth. If you're playing this season, I will chart you down as a yes, and then I will I'll reserve you a spot in our 4-2 reset run. Only 6 hours stream. No. Like literally, I'm gonna be. Honestly, I'm I'm waiting on somebody. Like I'm supposed to go watch Loki after this, so that's basically what I'm. Yeah, I'm just trying to kill time before that, and also I've been meaning to do a stream for some time, believe it or not. Might not look like it because I've been MIA for so fucking long, but I have been meaning to, and I just haven't been able to. Well, I just haven't gotten around to it. It's complicated, variety of things, but I'm not going to get into that right now. It's not particularly important either. Okay, cool, great. So, I think Holy Fire will be coming up. I'm going to make sure to drop some points into that pretty soon. It's Weds. I need to watch too. End quick, please. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm planning to end in about an hour and a half. Okay, so yeah, that's the hard limit. And honestly, I was also trying to myself figure out what I was gonna do for today's stream. Honestly, I mean, I can't really do it. Like, there's really nothing left for me to do this season in the sense that, I mean, we're so late into the season that it no longer matters. It no longer really matters if I do like literally anything. So rather than try to or with my Amazon, so rather than try to play my Amazon, I figured I'd try to get back in the groove of doing a reset. I'm not playing super optimally, not that I ever do, but I'm playing less optimally than I usually do, you know, like just running it down with the pally, but I'm trying to have some fun just dicking around with my characters while I just chat with you guys and catch up. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. I know you guys are, but always gotta get you guys up to speed on what's going on, because yeah, like normally, you know, I should be using like an assassin or a sork. I got 4 boxes on board here. Yeah, I just wanted to run around and have some fun with my pally, is the bottom line. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Seth was saying he's the one who got me into Diablo 2 in the first place. Yes, I am fully aware that your dad was the one who got you into D2, so it's nice to see that you're making, or he's making a bit of a return to the game. Really happy to hear that you'll have somebody to play with when the reset does roll around for D2R. Honestly, Seth, you should try to see if he's interested in playing on Slash 2. That might be interesting for him to try out and prep for the reset. Got a sword from Act 1 to 5 the other day as practice. Oh shit. Practice for what, D2R, or for BNet reset, or for Slash reset? I assume that it's not the Slash reset. Okay, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Your question was, do you think it might be the last reset for a long time, like until the Slash creator ports it to D2R? No, absolutely. That's a really good question. I don't know what Minsky, and again, he's not the creator, but he is the guy who maintains it. I don't know what Minsky has planned. Minsky has the final say in all this, but I honestly, like, if I'm being 100% honest, I'm not entirely sure what his intention, or his intent will be going forward. What I mean by this is, I don't know if he's going to continue trying to do resets. I mean, sorry, let me rephrase. I know he's going to continue trying to do resets. I just don't know if he's going to continue trying to, like, if he's going to be like, oh yeah, I mean, Diablo 2 Resurrected's out, time to do a reset 4 months from now, you know? Like that would coincide with like a month and a half after, D2R comes out, which I don't know if that would be the optimal time. You know what I'm saying? Having said that, there is also one other thing to consider. I know that, what's his name? I think Blizzard has been actually sending out cease and desist orders to people who have been trying to run modded servers with D2R. That's what I heard. I didn't dig too deep into the details. I don't know how true it is, but I know that there were some people who were already, you know, like, Blizzard's apparently not, like, they said that it'd be reverse compatible, and they said a bunch of other shit, but apparently there were some people who tried to, like, you know, set up their servers to work properly with D2R. And Blizzard apparently wasn't too happy about that, so I'm actually not really sure. Like, if I were to go on a limb and guess, I'm pretty sure that Minsky doesn't intend to try and I don't think that Minsky is going to try. Like, here, let me go find the post. There was literally a post for this this exact question. Let me see if I can pull it up from Minsky, like the man himself, Minsky, so that I'm not just talking about it out of my ass. Oh yeah, perfect. Here it is. Okay. It's official that 9/23/2021 D2R will release. Okay, let me screen share, or should I screen share it, or should I tab over to Firefox, or should I just link you? I think I'll just link you to it, and then I'm not gonna go through the trouble of freaking switching it over to Firefox right now. Okay, so this is from Minsky. If bots are a problem on BNet, can we get a /D2R? Minsky said, impossible. They're already sending C and Ds, or aka cease and desists, to modders. There is absolutely no way they'll let people run private servers. I don't want to jeopardize this place. That is what, yeah, so that's what Minsky said. I will even link you to this now. Yeah, well, they sent those to people who were using their alpha release to release stuff that wasn't alpha, reverse hacking the alpha. Well, again, Blizzard confirmed that. So Blizzard confirmed that D2R will support mods in private servers. That's what I heard previously. So it's kind of weird to me to hear that. Oh, well, there's a cease and desist, or cease and desists are being sent around, right? That's why I prefaced it by saying, like, I didn't do the research. I don't know how true it is. But, and I don't know the like it could very well be the case that they say that, right? That, oh, it's reverse, or they're gonna like allow it, or they're gonna try to make it compatible with private servers, all that shit, and then they do a complete 180 in the future. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But from what Minsky said, he doesn't plan to switch it over to D2R, at least not now, as far as I can tell. Yeah, well, as I said, I mean, you asked me what I think of whether or not Slashdiablo is going to have any more future resets, and I'm pretty sure they will have resets. I just think that they're going to probably not do it 4 months from now, which is like a little after D2R comes out, you know. As for how those resets are going to look, again, I'm not sure. All I'm saying is that that's on Minsky. So yeah. Right? You wanted my opinion, and that's the thing. Like, it's a very uninformed... Well, I was going to say it's a very uninformed opinion, but your original question was just tied to Diablo 2 resets. And, yeah, like, the short answer there, which I think is an informed opinion enough, is that, yeah, I imagine that we will have more ladder resets going forward. It's just going to look very... it's just probably not going to look quite the same. Like, once, like, here's the thing, okay? I don't like, if they release D2 Resurrected, it might seem like they'll take a lot of players away, potential players away from Slash, but at the same time too, it also might bring a lot of people on the D2 train, right? So I don't really, again, I have a feel like they're probably gonna still keep doing this, but I just don't know quite what it'll look like going forward. That's the long story short. Okay, cool, great. Blah 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 blah. So they don't want people modding stuff from an alpha release where the game was half baked at best. Well, we'll see. We'll honestly see. Like, maybe somewhere down the line, you know, you or somebody else will point this out to Minsky, and then he'll go look at it and be like, "Oh, hey, okay, well, sure, I'll give that a shot then," right? I don't know. But until that happens, I don't quite know what the full story there is going to be regarding D2R with this private server. So that's later on down the line. Let's see. Probably telling Mars to stop before the game is released so they don't release a version of D2R. Yeah, that's probably part of it too. The cease and desist is a red herring. Okay, so don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what Minsky said, okay? Like, I mean, yo, hey, I'm giving you what the source said. If you want to go ahead and talk Minsky down and be like, hey, yo, like this is, you're mistaken, blah 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 blah. Hey, man, that all the power to you. But right now, I don't give two fucks about that. That is the least of my concerns. I just care about fucking D2R coming out and the next reset that's in 2 days. Those are my two main priorities. Okay. Hey, Ite. Is it Ite or Itai, or I don't. A lot of different ways you can pronounce that. But how's it going, man? Rising tide lifts all boats. Okay, so I don't even know what that means, frankly. Ite? Itai? I think Itai sounds about right. Itai? Yeah, nice to have you on board with us. How are you doing? How are you doing, Itai? Yeah. Just let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so, because here's the thing. I'm playing on the private server Slashdiablo. And Slashdiablo is it's a really cool private server. It runs like close to vanilla version. It's a vanilla-like version of the private server. Vanilla-like in the sense that like the core gameplay is kind of what you would expect. Like the monsters are the same, the skills are the same, the items are the same, right? But like there's no rebalancing that they've done. However, as you can see, I do have access to map pack and multi-boxing, so it kind of feels somewhat similar to like what single player might be like. My day is kind of boring, but hopefully stream will entertain. Haha, you have come to the wrong place, my good sir. I mean, I'm going to try my best here. I'll be here for about an hour, and I'm basically just trying to play through the game and just have some fun with a new paladin. Because here's the thing, okay? Let me give you the. I don't know how long you plan to stick around for, but I'll tell you kind of like the. I'll give you the rundown of kind of what's going on. So the ladder reset is going to be tomorrow, and I actually need to pick out a character that I want to play. In fact, I actually think I might even play 2 different characters tomorrow. I kind of want to play the Paladin. Okay, so it's been on my to-do list for a while to play the Shock, like the Holy Shock Pally. But there's also another character that I would like to try, and that's the Singer Barbarian. Now, as Seth knows, the season that I played the Singer Barb was actually fucking lit. The Singer Barb is a really fun character, and I honestly think it has. Let me just put this very bluntly. When D2 Resurrected comes out, I fully intend to play as the singer, like as a singer barb. Basically, I'm about 99% sure, even from the very beginning. Poison Necro is my favorite character, but singer barb just feels right. Like I feel like that's like playing as a barbarian is just a really good lead in to D2 Resurrected, especially if I'm going to be playing with other people. Like I really can't go wrong with the barb. And while other people that I play with are probably going to play Sork, Assassin, Druid, who knows what, right? So with that in mind, I will play Barbarian because I think it'd be really cool to. Well, there's a lot of reasons. If you're curious about why, I could go really in depth on why I want to play Barbarian specifically. But the really big one, like, Barbarians are fucking badasses, okay? Like, who doesn't want to play as a Barbarian? Who doesn't want to go around fucking shouting at every mob? Who doesn't want to go around buffing their fucking party into madmen, that kind of shite. So, for me, tomorrow, not tomorrow, sorry. When Friday rolls around, one of the big reasons I want to play as a barbarian is to kind of practice or kind of like do a dry run in preparation for the Diablo 2 Resurrected. Go in depth. I like knowledge. Okay, sure. I will get into that in a second. I just want a moment to respond to Han3 Watcher here because I feel bad. I'm kind of abandoning him. More people joining D2 in general for D2R might tangentially help all D2 mods and servers. Exactly, that's exactly what I'm saying. Which is why, intuitively, I thought to myself in the past, like, all right, well, if they roll out a D2 Resurrected, that might detract from the number of people who are playing on Slashdiablo. However, if there's more people who garner an interest in Diablo 2, then there could also very easily be more people interested in Project Diablo 2, Path of Diablo, Slashdiablo, D2 Resurgence, Median, blah 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 blah. You know. Because yeah, there were a number of people who played on private servers who were kind of saying like, oh shit, well this kind of sucks. Like, this is kind of a kick to the nuts for all the people who took the time to put private or set up these private servers, but it could very well be the reverse. So it's kind of interesting, or it's going to be kind of interesting seeing what will happen going forward. So that's what I'm going to say about that. So let's see. One sec. The aphorism, a rising tide lifts all boats, is associated with the idea that improved economy will benefit all participants in that economic policy, particularly government... Can I get an LE5 on that? Yeah, I mean, I could probably get it if I spend a few moments actually reading that, but... Gosh damn, dude, I don't got time for that. So, just lay it in layman's terms, I guess what it's saying is, you know, the more the merrier for everybody, right? I bet. The more the merrier. Hey, Lamau, what's up? Just a bunch of question marks. I don't know what the question marks are for. Okay, so Itai was saying, my friend Z, oh, fuck Z, recommended your stream a few years ago. Never checked in until now. I didn't know Z had friends. But anyway, you're talking about Z as in ZZZ, right? But, okay, sounds good. I'll see you in a bit, Lamau. But yeah, surprised to see you here. Oh wow, okay, that's surprising. I mean, this is the same guy who usually actually messaged me yesterday, asking where you were. Seriously? Oh well, I said you'd be back by Friday. Okay, well I appreciate that response. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I was intending to actually respond to, like, actually, no, you weren't there. It was Coaster. Yeah, Coaster was also in touch with them, because there was, like, a post made by Muse, and apparently watching Llama and asked me in chat. He said you're good, so I am checking in. All right, well, yeah, I mean, your boy Z has some very poor taste in men, all right? Like, he chose to redirect you to me. I mean, I'll do my best to keep you entertained, like I said, but what you've come to is a poor, washed-up Canadian streamer who really has nothing left to offer to the game except for pain and misery. And every now and then, I have a little bit of insight as to things that could be part of the game, but you've come to, if you're looking for some insightful Diablo 2 content, you've come to the wrong place, my friend. But still, I mean, I'm honored that you would come check me out at least. So, having said that, in all seriousness, I know that earlier I was talking to you about, like, you were asking, like, okay, why would you want to play Barb? So I will actually answer that. And yes, Seth, how much map packs help? Yeah, map pack is nice to have, like, I do have to say. However, it will also be kind of refreshing when... It's going to be very refreshing when Diablo 2 Resurrected comes out and I don't have map pack, because I feel like that'll also be in itself a new meta where I can't just rely on map pack, right? Like, that's... Oh, and this actually directly... It's okay, it's a regular on mine. Oh, wait, hey, hold on. You're also a streamer? Hey, hold on, let me hit you up with a follow, buddy. I mean, you were nice enough to follow me from the very beginning without... yeah, I mean, I'm not doing this as a follow for follow, but I mean, if, you know, ZZ hangs out on your stream, probably, I would imagine that you at least do an interesting enough job to keep him interested, so probably would be nice to drop you a follow and see what you're about to, if I ever have the time to. Although, that probably won't be anytime soon, just because, what's it called? The Diablo 2, or sorry, Slashdiablo, like this private server's ladder reset is going to be in 2 days. So basically for the entire weekend, I'm going to be here pretty much non-stop. You can expect I'm going to be here probably from 4 p.m. on Friday all the way to fucking, like, what's it called? Monday, probably up until Monday at the very least. Like, I'm going to be going all in on reset weekend. I don't know how long I'm going to be playing for. I mean, sorry, let me rephrase. I don't know, like, if... I'm probably going to be playing at least 12 plus hours each day. I don't know how far I'm going to be going 12 plus hours each day, but rest assured, I'll be here for, like, a good chunk of that. A friend of ZZZ is a frenemy of D2D2. No, that's actually not true. This two follows. All right. Well, thanks for that too, Seth. I assume that you gave him a follow too. So what I can say is, yeah, I mean, I don't. I feel like ZZZ probably doesn't follow too many people. Maybe he does. I don't know. Yeah, I would imagine that if he's recommending you to me, then that's kind of interesting already. And then the fact that he's a regular on yours, all right, that's doubly interesting. ZZ is a very interesting case study, for me, in case it wasn't already apparent. But having said that, all right, let's talk about that stupid barb. So there's a lot of reasons here why I would want to play as a barb. I don't have like an essay planned out. I don't have my thoughts like lined up in a coherent manner, but I'll try my best here. So one of the big ones is barb plays. Like, not a lot of people want to play barb. A lot of people want to do the DPS, okay? They're probably going to want to play Sork. They're probably going to want to play freaking Assassin, right? Like, all the people who want to get ahead on the ladder are almost certainly going to play Sork. Yeah, with very little variation, right? Like, Sork first, probably second to that might be like a Hammerdin, or like a Trapsin, or like a Javazon, right? And then you might have a few people here and there who will opt to play like summoning or like a Fishymancer, or like a summoning Necro variant of some kind. I don't think I'm going to be able to deal with this pack here. One sec. I got Strangling Gas Potions. I could probably use that. Anyway, so like I was saying, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be wanting to play like Druid and all this other jazz because they can actually do damage. Like once people realize that, yeah, like there's already people looking to try and find like guides on like, you know, how to get started on a ladder reset, like what's the most optimal character to start with, basically, right? And I'm sure you know enough about the game to know that, okay, well, it's going to probably be Sork. And I'm like, honestly, like, what that means is that as a barb, I would have a lot easier time, like, fitting in, because barbs are always going to be useful because they have battle orders. Okay, well, obviously, when I say always useful, what I mean is, like, what I mean isn't like, okay, if you have a squad of 8 barbs, it's totally fine, early ladder. No, what I mean is that if I play as a barb, like, everyone will want me, right? Like, if we're low levels, or for low levels, I can just battle orders to help them out. If I'm playing with other people, battle orders is, like, massively helpful, right? Like, and yeah, like, just being able to help people out in ways other than just DPS is kind of interesting for me. So that's the first thing. Barb, Fast, Af, Chaos, they're missing out. Barb, Fast, Af, Chaos, like, no, I'm talking, like, okay, when you actually have equipment, then yeah, like, you could run Chaos, but, like, what about before then, right? Like, I guess my point here, like, early ladder, you're probably not going to be running freaking Chaos Sanctuary with a Barb. Yeah, it's just probably not going to happen unless you have a little bit of equipment. So that's like one of the things to consider, right? Like, I guess that's the next thing I'll talk about. So first thing is, like, I can actually fit in really well with teams. The second one is challenge. If I were to play like Blizzsork or like Trapsin or Hammerdin, I feel like it would be relatively, or even Necro, like, I feel like it would be a lot easier. Okay, well, no, this is kind of hopeless. There's no point in me trying to gas these undead. I'll just go hand to hand with them. Anyway, so am I dead here? Okay, I'm good. So the thing is, like, when I play Barb, I feel like I have to get creative with how I'm gonna farm, right? Like, that might mean that I'll have to either work together with others so that I can farm together and players too. 2-2 while I just go find item while they get like regular loot, or maybe it might mean that I'll be doing runs with people and I'll just be spamming find item, or I actually have some other things in the works that should I keep it on the down low, or should I actually just tell you guys straight up, because I've definitely been planning some strats, but one of the, okay, yeah, I'll just lay it down straight. I honestly feel like early ladder P1 Barb with blue gear is not bad. For doing what? In what way? In hell mode? Like, and these are like genuine questions, because, you know, I feel like I know a decent bit, like a reasonable amount about the game, but I'm like, okay, if somebody has like new information for me to digest with regards to just like literally anything about the game, then it's kind of like, okay, well, sure, like I'm always all ears, right? Like you tell me now that, oh shit, well, you could make like a frenzy barb work with the following equipment, and I try it out, and I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking amazing. Then that's another thing to, I guess, keep in mind. In Hell, I did it a few ladders back as a throw barb. Cool booms and spam decks. Oh wow, that's actually pretty good. So yeah, like I can't speak to how quickly you can do chaos, but I think for me the really interesting thing is trying to go Singer. I feel like Singer is actually a legitimately safe and versatile build. Like I wouldn't be able to run players 8 with it the same way a Blizzor can. But I feel like if I went that's kind of scary. If I went Singer Barb, I would at least be able to do... Well, why aren't they getting gassed? Yeah, I feel like I would at least be able to do Traff, is basically the bottom line. You're going to have to forgive me here. I'm trying to multitask, trying to freaking dance around these moon clans while I chat here. Undead, yeah, once you get the Lem rune for Lawbringer, you own Chaos with Short Whirls. Undead res set to 0 is OP. Huh, interesting. Lem rune for Lawbringer. I see. Okay. Short Whirls. Yeah, no, that actually makes a lot of sense. Like, I probably wouldn't give, Actually, you know, that gives me an idea. I could maybe consider running, like, whatchamacallit. I could actually consider running, like, if I ever run, like, an Undead era, or if I decide to try and do, like, or farm Undead for whatever reason, or some variant of Undead, like Findleskin, maybe I should just run a Merc with Lawbringer or something. Because, here, let me actually just double check to make sure if this works the way that I think it does. Sanctuary, Diablo 2, Amazon Basin, okay. Or was it? Oh no, not the bloody rune word. Okay, so... Does not knock back. Okay, don't care about that. Damage resist of undead is pierced. So what I'm trying to figure out... You know what, I'll ask you. I'm embarrassed to ask, but I'll just ask you straight up. So, Sanctuary will reduce resistances of monsters, right, for everybody. Lawbringer is the offhand, just any strong weapon to give it the buff. I see. What weapon setup is specifically? Lawbringer and a Phaseblade, what offhand? Oh, hey, Farallon, it's good to see you. Nice to have you here with us today. Yeah, I do have to apologize. I know that I made some very grand, I think a little before I disappeared for quite some time. I think I had told you that I was going to try to do like 1,000 Kuros temples, but I never did get around to that. I was too preoccupied with other things, unfortunately, to be able to get around to that. And to be quite honest, also, I wasn't exactly... in the last little while, I haven't exactly been dying to play D2, let's just say. Like, I'm not bored of it, but it definitely wasn't something that I was, like, all in on, if that makes sense. But yeah, hope you've been doing well, and hope you enjoy the rest of the stream. I'm going to be streaming, like I said before, for like another hour, so yeah, hopefully we can chat and catch up for a bit. Yeah, so I'm going to let Farallon do a bit of the interrogation here, but what I'm curious about is, so Sanctuary Aura, right? It affects all the undead. It reduces their physical resistance to 0, right? Or is it like exclusive to the person using the aura? Like, is it only the person that's using the aura that has their, like, that deals their damage to undead monsters as if they had 0 resistance? Or is it everybody? It's exclusive to the person. Okay, good. I thought I was crazy. Like, I remember reading somewhere about this that it is exclusive to the person. Because if it wasn't, then that actually gets me thinking, like, I could totally run like a Lawbringer on like a Barbarian Mercenary while I proceed to spam Warcry on my on my Barb, right? But that's obviously not quite how it works. As bad as a nice elite cruel blue oh shit. Oh no 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 no. Okay, I'm good. I have strangling gas potions, don't I? Just starting to... Yeah, there you go. Let's just start gassing them. I have 30 seconds to clear this pack, so I'm just gonna make it quick here. Come on. Oh yeah, and she's fire enchanted too. No wonder she's not dying. No, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Why isn't she getting hit? There you go. Ah, I got my Eldrin, bitch. I made it. I made it. I told you guys I'd make it. Alright. Oh. Ah. Alright, fantastic. Alright, well that worked out. That was pretty good. So, undead res set to 0 is OP. Wow. Alright, that's, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I myself don't run, I myself have never really run, like, a Frenzy Barb in Chaos Day 1. Alright, like, the last time I played my Barbarian... Yeah, no, the last time I played a Barbarian was when I went Whirlwind Barb, and when I went Whirlwind Barb, I actually opened up with Tower Seller level, like, basically running Countess, and my intention was to basically sell keys to get the basic equipment that I needed. The season before that, or the last time I played Barb before that was when I played my Singer Barb. And the thing with the Singer Barb is, I don't remember exactly what I ran, but I don't think I ran Trav. I probably still ran like Countess, to be honest. I ran Countess and sold keys because I can kind of do that on this server. And as kind of like a backup, I'm trying to think what I did aside from running keys. Pits, there you go. It was basically Countess and Pits. But I feel like early ladder, like, I kind of want to figure out if I could, like, run sub 1 minute Travs, basically, with a Singer Barb. And more importantly, like, what level of equipment I would need to get that going. So that's one of the things I would like to try and figure out this season. Or just generally. This skill also completely removes physical resistances and immunities on that. Bro, Itai, that is Amazon Basin. Yeah, I think that... Wait. Sorry, I'm mistaken. I think I'm mistaken. Let me just double check this. D2. Because I remember reading that exact line on Amazon Basin, but I think I'm actually tripping here. So give me a sec. It's allies. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I lied. That's the... Sorry, my mistake. That's the description of, I think, the skill in-game. My bad. Or Ari at Summit, or whatever. I don't know. It's 50% res, it's 20%. Yeah, no, for sure. Any equipment with a lot of plus res, and then you could put points into the res talent, you're immortal to Trav. Okay, so being immortal to Trav is not the problem. I got the part down where I can survive running Trav. My issue with running Trav is that I don't have, basically, I haven't gotten the damage down yet. I'm still in the middle of trying to work that out. And yeah, that's something that I want to figure out on my own, so I'm not going to really get into those details. But yeah, all we really need to know, or all you guys really need to know is, yeah, like, I kind of wanted to basically be able to run Trav, when I make my Singer Barb on D2 Resurrected. Part of the reasoning behind that... Oh shit, I don't have Black Marsh Waypoint, whoopsies. Part of the reasoning behind that also, like, why Trav specifically, is because unlike, like, on... fuck it, I'll just put in a bit this time. On Slashdiablo, we have no drop 0, right? and no drop 0 really makes it like basically like in vanilla. I know that the monsters, some monsters, particularly council members, have a much lower no drop rate than regular monsters. On Slashdiablo, all the no drop rates are just set to 0, so council members like council members don't benefit as much from this change as when you farm regular monsters. I'd like to be able to actually see if I'm playing like vanilla D2 with vanilla drop rates, like if it'll be any good. I guess run to run Trav as a singer like early on with close to like with vanilla drop rates. Basically, is what I'm getting at. Syncs with what Itai said. Yeah. It also applies to Pierce, not to that of allies. Yeah, exactly. That's indeed what was written on Amazon Basin. Oh, another big pro tip for early barb: peace runeword. Peace runeword. Why peace? See, gotta relearn a lot of things. It's been a while. Actually, no, this is not even been a while issue. It's like these are things that I straight up would not have known. Oh shit, this guy's firing chat. Yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I actually can't deal with that whole crowd. I could probably gas him. What the fuck? O skill crit. Oh! Oh! I see, wow. And then of course with Whirlwind, you also get... I forget what it's called. When you're using Whirlwind, you also hit, like, probably enough times that you'd proc crit a lot. Yeah, that makes sense. Again, I'm not really like super knowledgeable when it comes to like barbarians in particular. Well, especially when it comes to melee type builds. Like that's probably where I lack the most knowledge, but that's actually a lot of really interesting information. Again, for me, I'm going to probably be rocking that Singer Barb and seeing what I can do with that, how far I can get and how little equipment I need to get going on Hell Trav over and over. I'm also really hoping that RDs are going to be a thing of the past when they roll out D2 Resurrected. And I'm also doubly hoping that... how does it go here? Well, yeah, no, that's the big thing, right? Like, I don't want to fucking run Trav and then find out that I'm going to get, like, RD'd by running too many Travs per hour or some shit like that. That would be a huge kick to the nads. Yeah, that would be pretty good. Like, I'm telling you right now, that would just be fucking fantastic if it's not, there's none of this RD bullshit, because, yeah, like, that was kind of what spawned the whole, like, oh, well, let's run Mephisto, and then we'll run Andy, and then we'll run LK, like, that rotation, like, that, I believe, came from Realm Down, because people were trying to avoid Realm Down, right? But if Realm Down is no longer a thing, then... and we're using vanilla drop rates, then that, and presumably no map hack, right? Then that really does change the way the game is played, in a way. You can play a Throw Barb and go see how goes a ladder. Yeah, I consider Throw Barb too, but I'm not, like, even though Throw Barb is definitely one of those builds that I would like to give a shot at some point, it's definitely not my first pick, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, right now, I am more interested in seeing what I could do with the Holy Shock Pally, and Throw Barb is just annoying early. There's no game creation limit. All farming gets heavily weighted in favor of Pindle. He was the king before the limit was added to BNet. That's actually a really interesting point, Fever, because I'm definitely not gonna contest that. But oh, level fucking 12 now. All right, that's amazing. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me just put a point into Zeal over here. Hell yeah. And Holy Fire 1. There you go. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I need to dump points into here. Oh, yeah, I haven't been putting points into or Resist Fire. I don't care much for that. I think my points are supposed to be split between this, and then I was supposed to get a point into Charge, but I'll do that later. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm not really trying to, like, make, like, an optimal pally, and I don't care much for that right now. Like, I'm just vibing while I chat with you guys. Anyway, so like I was saying, with regards to, Pindle, yeah, I wonder about that. Would it be Pindle? like from my time playing on Slash, like I know that LKs can be really good, and I know that Questbug Dury can be really good. I don't know if those are feasible options for D2R though, because we don't get map packs, so I don't know how Questbug Duriel would look like, or like running Duriel would look like, you know. And then of course also we've got, one sec. Trying to think of like, basically I'm trying to come up with some other alternatives to Pindleskin. Like I know that Pindleskin was king before, but a lot of the time, like, just because something's like king in terms of popularity doesn't necessarily mean it's the best, I guess. So I'm really trying to think if there's anything that could match up to that. Like Trav, that's another one too, right? Like imagine if you could do like 20-25 second Trav runs and your goal was to get high runes, then probably that would be the way to go, right? Or am I mistaken? Does he talk to you a lot about Questbug Dury? I'm sure he did back in the day. Yeah, absolutely. I literally did 1,000 Questbug Dury. If you're actually interested in the results of that, because you said yourself that this is your first time being here, so I'm actually gonna send you this. This was the results of my Questbug Dury, 1,000 runs on Slashdiablo. Now, here's the really interesting thing about having Slashdiablo's no drop zero rates, right? No drop zero is like, you can't actually emulate no drop zero on vanilla, or on monsters, or for monsters on vanilla ever, or like standard monsters. However, when it comes to like Andariel, when it comes to Duriel, when it comes to any of the act bosses, you can emulate no drop zero. I think you need to be like players, was it 5 or 7 for Duriel? Like I know that it varies. I think for like, anyway, the point is, yeah, like those results are no drop zero Questbug Dury. That would be the kind of like the equivalent of running at like player 7, drop rates wise, is what I'm getting at. So like, if you were to play like vanilla D2 and you were to play like players 1, you get slightly worse results than what you see there. But yeah, like I got a lot of really good shit out of my runs back then. Yeah. Okay, so I have about a little over a half hour. So let's just see. Yeah, I'll maybe try to see if we can go through jail and go from there. But yeah, no, like Questbug Dury is absolutely insane. Like especially with map pack, right? Because you know exactly which tomb you have to go to right away. Whereas if I were to play on BNet, that obviously isn't really an option. Like I don't know how that would even look, how that would even work. Okay, fuck this. I'm just gonna put my point in a charge. I don't care. Oh shit, yo, I run out of mana like real fast when I do this. Anyway, sorry. I'm going like all over the... You don't want to memorize layouts instead of using map pack? You memorize layouts, you mean for like playing on Slash? One sec. I mean, is this like... is this with regards to Questbug Duriel, or is this just... You're talking about like in general? Like, because when it comes to Questbug Duriel, like I'm not worried about finding in general. Oh, okay, because I was like, that's not quite the issue for Questbug Duriel, but I guess if you're asking in general, then that's obviously a different topic. So generally speaking, I'm gonna just be frank with you. I actually enjoy using map pack on Slash. Like I actually like it. It just makes everything a lot easier. Like it's troublesome for me personally to try and memorize like the layouts of how maps look. And even if I did memorize the layouts of maps, right? Like, I don't really know... Oh, shit. I don't know if it's really worth the time to learn it. It's a good quality of life change. Yeah, it is and it isn't. Like, honestly, part of what makes the game kind of enjoyable is kind of like doing the exploration too, and like not knowing where everything is. Like, I know where every monster is, so especially if I'm playing hardcore, I'm not. I'm obviously much less likely to run into like a pack of monsters, like a bunch of souls, let's just say, right, or dolls. So it's more than just quality of life. It also definitely gives you a gameplay advantage, right? Like, anyway. But with regards to, like, generally, like, I don't know. I guess the bottom line is, I just can't be arsed. I guess that's really what it boils down to. And even if I could be arsed to learn the map layouts, like, I'm not really, like, a speedrunner, right? Like, I don't need these layouts, I guess. Like, yeah, I kind of don't need the layouts, in my opinion. Like, I mean, even if I learn them, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be... Ah, fuck off. I don't know if I'm really gonna be using those layouts to help me if I'm playing, like, D2R. Like, if I'm gonna run, like, let's say Trav, for example, I already know where council members are gonna be. If I'm gonna run pits, well, I'm probably gonna full clear it anyway, so I don't know if memorizing the map layout really helps me there. Same story with ancient tunnels, and so on, right? Like... I guess what I'm getting at here is I don't know if I have really a really good reason to go out of my way to learn all the map layouts is what I'm getting at here. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, like that's how I feel about it. If I were gonna speedrun, then yeah, absolutely. Like speedrun when I'm not playing on Slash, then yeah, absolutely. Like that's pretty much a must. But I don't care much for learning it. Whatever floats my boat. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go on a limb and guess you've probably done a fair bit of the memorizing of map templates, and you kind of know how they work, and you use them to your advantages necessary. Like, if I were less lazy, I would absolutely do it. And if I had a good reason for it. But definitely not... It's definitely not on my priority list, if that makes sense. Okay, seriously, let me actually start selling some of my shit. I'm out of mana potions, and I keep spamming charge, but I always run out of mana. So, might just not worry about that for now. Yep. Anyway, enough about me here. So, do you intend to take part in the Slashdiablo ladder reset tie? Like, what do you normally play? Because you obviously know a fair bit about the game. I don't know if you yourself are a Slashdiablo player already, if ZZZ has told you about that. If you play, goodness forbid, if you play Project Diablo 2, or Path of Diablo, etc., etc. You hate Slashdiablo in all private servers. Okay, well I totally respect that. Out of curiosity, why? Like, you hate them... Like, hate playing on them? You hate, Yeah, like, what is it about them that you hate about private servers? Because I just like playing as legit as possible. Hey, I respect that. Like, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like, don't be fooled. Like, yeah, I know I'm playing on Slashdiablo, but here's the thing. For me, right, like, I care about playing as close to the Arnamic was saying. I'd rather do Slash with Mapback than BNet with bot. So yeah, this is kind of my issue, right? Like I like playing as legit as possible too, but I much prefer playing this game with like other human players. Like, that's just, I don't know. For me, like, I like playing this game solo too, but really, like, if you give me a choice, right? Like, I'll obviously rather play with people by quite a margin. So I'm kind of like, all right, I could go play on BNet for that, but BNet's pretty chalked. So really, my only two choices are either I basically play like TCP/IP, like connecting with other people like that, or I play on a private server where you know, there's actually like trading, there's events, you can occasionally do PvP here and there, blah blah blah. Like, I mean, obviously I'm not a PvP kind of guy myself, but I guess the bottom line here is I actually do see other people, and it feels like I don't have to go out of my way to do it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't have to go and like set up TCP/IP or like a lobby or whatever. I don't have to like set up like some third-party software, I guess. I am your legit elitist guy. You can guess my rule set already. Oh yeah, you're pure single player, and again, like, that's awesome. I actually think that's great. I wouldn't try to tell you to play any other way, in fact. It's just that for me personally, right, I like playing the original version of the game. If, you know, in an ideal world, like, if I had the option, like, I would just play this game on BNet, if it were bot free, map pack free, like, no, you know, no people like using trading, like real world trading websites, all that shite, right? That would be me. I would gladly play that over any private server, but the reality of the situation is that I really enjoy playing with, you know, with other people, on a server with other people, and I also prefer playing on, you know, playing the original game, like the way that it was first created, right? So the best compromise I have to juggle those two conditions is basically Slashdiablo. Yeah, fuck JSP. Yeah, I mean, again, like, there's some good guides on JSP, so I don't like to generalize all my issue with being all of JSP, or with being all of JSP. I focus my frustrations on just forum gold. Like, I think forum gold is really one of the things that kills that website. Like, a lot of people will justify forum gold. Yeah, like, JSP has, like, I know some people will be like, oh yeah, but there's a lot of also like false information and shitty guides on JSP and blah blah blah, but there are legitimately good sources on JSP that even to this day you or I would go to, and their information is factually accurate. So I'm kind of like, I wouldn't like to generalize like JSP as being like this evil corner of the universe where, you know, everything is awful. But I'll tell you what is like, in my eyes, objectively awful, and that is forum gold. I feel like forum gold really ruined, well, is one of the things that ruined the game. Like, I can't say it's the only thing that ruined the game, but it was definitely, yeah, one of many issues that ruined the game. Speaking of which, I just realized that this is not on. SP forums are nice. Well, I haven't seen SP forums, I can't speak to that, but you'd probably know more about that. Frankly, I would have expected, yeah, I would have expected indeed that, yeah, if you were not much of a private servers guy, then, well, I mean, you seem smart enough to not like BNet either, so I'm just like, I mean, no offense to anybody, so I'm just kind of like, alright, so yeah, you're probably single player. FG just promoted more botting. Yeah, no, it definitely, like, honestly, yeah, it probably did, right? Like, that, I'm definitely not going to disagree with that. But, like, I'm not even really so much interested in the impact that forum gold had on botting. The only thing I really care about is the fact that forum, like, what I like to focus on is the fact that forum gold exists as an outlet for people to trade equipment to each other using a very inorganic currency. Like, I don't know how else to put. Why does it do that? It's so weird. I can't select that stupid waypoint unless I come back. Anyway, yeah, like, and I've talked about this many times, and Ty, I'm gonna go on a limb and guess I don't really need to go and argue why forum gold is awful, but yeah, like, there's definitely a lot of people who are very like, oh yeah, like forum gold helps me get all my shit early on, which is kind of the complete opposite of what you would want from the game, right? Like, you would want to actually work for it yourself, or have to trade like real things to get it, rather than just paying for forum gold, or getting forum gold and then trading that out for items. So anyway, I played BNet as well. I 99'd and HC Druid a few ladders back. Oh wow, okay, that's awesome. That's actually kind of interesting that you would be okay with. Okay, well, that's very surprising. Yeah, I can't touch BNet for the life of me. I would imagine that most of the people that play single player, do so for the same reason. Okay, maybe sometimes also you just want to play on your own, true. But, like, me personally, right, I'm like, okay, like, the reason why I switched off of BNet is I got sick of like, oh, well, I'm gonna play Okay, and I'm dead here. And I'm still alive somehow. Okay, great, awesome. Yeah, like, when I play on BNet, it's like, I know that within a day or two, you know, like, the season's fucked. Like, there's gonna be somebody running bots to get ahead of everybody else, right? And frankly, I'll play but no trades. Okay, well, fair enough. So you're basically in it for the ladder aspect where you're spending time trying to grind yourself out and beat everybody else to the top, which is understandable. Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, like, at that point for me, I'm like, if I'm gonna do that, right? Like, if I'm gonna play on BNet as if it were single player, then I should just play single player instead. In fact, I actually get some really cool benefits from playing on single player, such as static maps, and I can actually take advantage of that in my own ways. Like, you know, re-rolling for like a good map, for example, or using Pluggy so I get unlimited stash space, and blah blah blah, right? Like, so for me, I'm kind of like, yeah, I wouldn't want to touch BNet. Like, BNet is like, to grind out BNet is probably the lowest, is like the last thing I'd do to play the game. And then follow that up, single player would be after that. Like, the thing is, like, single player is fun. I think I mentioned this before, but I've never really been, like, I like playing with other people. Like, so for me, I can't really, yeah, I really like playing with other people. Like, I'm obviously not in a game with other people, but I like I love the trading aspect. So, I love the trading aspect, and I like competing with others. Like, you know, when ladder reset occurs, trying to see how quickly I can make it to Hell Bale, and then seeing how, you know, how many other people made it to Hell Bale before I did, and which people are getting to whatever level at whatever time, right? Like, that for me is a lot of fun. All of that is really fun, and that for me I enjoy doing on Slash, and I can't really do that in single player, and I can't do that on BNet either. Or rather, I can do it on BNet, but I'll be damned if fucking bot, like, the sorceress bot 1337 is gonna freaking be level 80 along with 7 other bots before I even manage to make it to, like, Start of Hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't imagine playing like that. But I mean, of course, these are frustrations that I imagine you're familiar with. I am really, I hate promoting myself, but I just did. I am sorry, I want to die. Okay, well, that's a very extreme thing to say, and frankly, I could give two less fucks. Like you want to go promote yourself? Like, the thing is, I mean, you're not just here to promote yourself. Like, you're here because you're actively looking for some form of entertainment, right? So, okay, hold on a second. I just realized that I haven't picked up the waypoint, so I'm going to go do that quickly. So, yeah, my assumption is that you're here to have a discussion, and if bringing up your channel or your, like, you know, how you play the game is relevant to that discussion, then there's really nothing wrong with that I can see. Like, I could give two shits less. It's fine, just my hipstery showing off. Okay, well, that's great. That's fucking awesome. I mean, aside from the fact that I'm using map hack on a private server, yeah, like, I feel you on that. I mean, we're literally playing a game that's 20 years old, so 21 years old. So yeah, that's about as hipster as it gets, and it's this stupid bug again. I don't know why this shit keeps happening. Okay, hold on a second. Let me. I have to go use one of my other characters to drop a TP, otherwise I kind of lose where I was. Oh, now it lets me hit Kata 2 waypoint. That's so weird. Okay, anyway, let's, by the way, Artemic, it's nice to see you. I mean, I know you were talking since earlier, but I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. I haven't been on in quite some time, so I hope you're doing really well. Same with everybody else who's tuning in who hasn't been here in a while. Like I mentioned before, I'm going to be here on Friday. I'm going to be streaming pretty much the entire weekend, Slashdiablo, unless for some reason I RQ. But falling short of that, or something comes up, falling short of that, I'm going to be playing all of Friday, all of Saturday, all of Sunday, and yeah, it's going to be glorious. ZZ, tell him he's a big noob. Okay, sure. I'll pass along the message for him. But I don't think, I mean, I don't know if he'll be here today. Like, the thing is, I'm going to be here, I'm probably going to be here for another 15, 20 minutes. After that, like, I mean, if he doesn't show up by then, the next time I see him will probably be on Friday. And at that point, I mean, you can probably, if he's on, tell him yourself. So, we'll see about that. I will answer your question in a moment, Artemic. So, just wanted to address... Hey, what was that? Was that Holy Fire? Yeah, it was. Should I buy it? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. What is this? Oof, I don't care for that. Let's get the Holy Fire Scepter. Hell yeah, let's go. Okay, going back to what Atai was saying. I just like grinding XP, not trying to beat anybody. That's fair. I am a really old D2 player on Twitch, not playing at the moment. No PC, so sad. No PC. Now, why on earth would this be? What happened to your poor PC, my good sir? What has happened? Also... You're out of town. Oh, I see. Okay, well... Okay, that makes sense. That'll do it. I thought that your PC was literally like you had no PC because like fucking burnt down to the ground or some shit like that. But that's good. Okay, so I mean, in no time you'll be back at it with D2. Having said that, though, yeah. So when you say you like grinding XP, you don't like trying to beat anyone. This is why I'm actually very surprised. If your goal isn't to try and beat anybody, and you know you like your main reason for playing the game is grinding XP, I feel like this is just something. Wouldn't single player just be the best like option for this? I'm surprised you would even consider touching BNet if that's the case. It's like, so you're gonna play on BNet, which is a multiplayer outlet, and not compete with others. You're not gonna join in on any like bail runs. You're not gonna trade with people. So it's literally the same as just playing completely self-found, which is something you'd probably best be able to do just playing on single player, right? Oh, you do have friends that you play with. Oh, okay. Well, my mistake then. Then in that case, yeah, that makes sense. I thought that you just straight up play solo, and you like grinding out XP on your own, and, you know, it's kind of like, oh, well, I like to do this on BNet, and I like to do this on single player. I'm like, but why? But yeah, if you like to play with other people every now and then, that also makes total sense, too. It's also probably the most convenient place, like, to play with your friends, because... straight up, like, you don't have to go through the hassle of having to install anything new or that kind of jazz, blah blah blah. Okay, great. But yeah, that's awesome though. I mean, I'm glad that you still enjoy playing this game with the intent of grinding out. I think that's absolutely awesome. And yeah, I hope that when D2R comes out, that you'll still continue to get that same level of enjoyment from trying to grind out the game. Now, going to Artemic. Now, of course, the million-dollar question. Now, normally I'm very secretive about this kind of thing, right? I'm normally very, oh, I don't want to tell you guys. You know, like, I'll show you guys when the ladder begins, and you guys will see, blah, blah, blah. To be honest, I feel like this season. Okay, so I'm gonna switch things up a little bit. I'm gonna tell you what I feel like playing, but I have a specific path I want to do to go rags to riches. So I feel like the journey here will be more interesting than the actual build I'm playing. You know, like in past seasons, like I kept it hidden that I was gonna be playing martial arts assassin, you know, and that kind of stuff. But this season, no. I'm gonna tell you straight. I'm planning to play a Holy Shock Paladin. I can't help it, I have autism for real. You can't help what exactly? 4 hits. Okay, great. Yeah. What the hell? Why can't I... What the fuck? Why can't I, hit anything here? It's so weird. Oh, he's fire enchanted. No wonder I'm having such a hard time with this guy. Alright, I hate to say it, but I'll probably just skip him. I already killed his back. Yes, Holy Shock. And I'll talk more about that in a second, but I wanted to... Artemic, here's the thing, okay? I actually am really torn between playing 2 different builds for this season, okay? I kind of want to play I mean, okay, so I'm pretty committed to Holy Shock Pally, but Singer Barb has also really been gnawing at me as well. Like, I don't know if you heard me when I was saying this, but yeah, I was saying earlier that I myself wanted to play a Singer Barb when D2 Resurrected comes out. And I'm kind of like, I feel like this is going to be the last Slashdiablo reset before D2 Resurrected hits, right? I mean, I'm assuming that they're not going to reset anytime before, like unless of course like they like delay the D2 Resurrected release for some reason or some shit like that, right? But unless that happens, this is going to be the last reset for where I can actually test out the the Singer Barb and actually run it in Trav Rags to Riches. So I'm kind of like, I kind of want to try playing Singer Barb and getting that up and running, because if I can get it up and running on Slashdiablo, I feel like the proof of concept is there that it's a build that I can run to some decent effect when I start playing D2 Resurrected, you know, online with other people. So I'm not just completely falling behind. Like I don't want it to be the case where I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wing it and then try like a fun build, which I feel like is viable in I guess I don't like using that word, but it's the best one I've got right now, that I feel is viable, and then find out that I'm basically struggling with everything. So that's kind of why I've been super tempted to play Singer Barb like on Friday, right? But I'm still really toying around with the idea as to what I want to do there. Do I want to play, you know, do I want to play Bobarb on reset and then play Holy Shock Pally as my second character? Do I want to do it the other way around? Other way around actually sounds like it could be a really good idea, in my opinion. To be quite honest. Singer is solid but not amazing versus bosses. So I'm glad you brought that up, because my intention is not to run bosses with the Singer. The intent of that Singer is to be the guy who's not a Sork or like a Trapsin, but can, or like a melee type build, but can actually run Trav. Because this ties back into earlier what I was gonna say, because Itai was asking me like why Barb, and you know, like he knows more about Barb than I do, I feel like, but he was curious as to why I wanted to play a Barb, and I was saying like I feel like Barb is just really safe as a character because he has battle orders. So I'm kind of like, yeah, Singer deletes Trav and exactly. But here's the thing, right? It's true. Like Singer will absolutely shit on Pits. It absolutely shits on Trav. Now, my question is, like, what level of equipment? Better yet, how early can I run Trav? How early can I feasibly run Trav, do sub 1 minute Trav runs? Because like I already know I can use my Singer Barb and I can clear Trav. I get this much, but I'm trying to get those runs down to be under a minute, and I need to actually determine just how much equipment I need to get that character. No, sorry, not even just equipment, but also levels, right? I need a proper, solid game plan where I can consistently clear Trav, and I don't have that yet with my Singer Barb. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Itai. You said what? You're right. Actually, no. You literally said go in depth. I like knowledge. That was much earlier. I thought it was somebody. Well, you said it was somebody else, but I was pretty sure it's you. And in this case, yeah, you said go in depth. I like knowledge, and that was relative to you were asking me why I would want to play Barb. Barb when D2R comes out, and I said I have a couple of reasons why, but I don't want to bore you with all the details. But that's some of it. Not deletes, but is good for it. Yeah, just in general. Oh no, I'm not talking about in general. Like, I mean, I always have to, like, start of a ladder reset season, right? I have to decide what build I'm going to play. So it's like, okay, what build do I want to play in this case? This season for Slash, and then also what do I want to play when D2R comes out? And for me, all my fingers point towards Barb, and I mean, you randomly pooped in. Yeah. But yeah, prior to that, you were anyway. I mean, that's what you said earlier. So I mean, I'm just going off of what you said. I mean, maybe you meant something else, but whatever the case, whatever you didn't mean. No, I like knowledge in general. You were giving me an update. I was like, sure, why not? Oh, no. Maybe there was a surprise. Okay, so, I mean, maybe there was a bit of a misunderstanding. Like, I thought you meant, why am I personally going to play a Singer Barb? And I have reasons for why I want to play the Singer Barb, but those aren't the same reasons as to why the Barbarian itself is a good character. It's like a good, a good choice, right? It's okay. Let's roll with the Y Barb. Yeah, no, I already answered that in a couple of ways. Basically, it would be easy for me to fit into whatever group of people I want to play with, because I'm assuming they're all going to go DPS. It's a relatively safe character, and it's a relatively challenging character. Safe as in, like, I can, like, as a Singer Barb, I could very easily, even coming out day one, have like 2,000 to 2,500 life, just like as soon as I pop battle orders. So, one part of how early can I farm travel be how early can I get some items to trade for the oh shit, yo, I'm about to die. I didn't even realize. No. Okay, well, I fucked up. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was reading chat for 2 seconds. I didn't realize I'd be so close to dying there. So that's a bit of a mistake on my part. That's a bit embarrassing, but whatever. Again. That's not, we're doing a dry run for a reason, guys. We're doing a dry run for a reason. We got this. Okay, so getting back to it. One part of how early can I farm travel? How early can I get some items? My Barb needs from the Sorks that farmed it. How can I get some items to trade for the gear my Barb needs? So, I don't think you need that much to get going with the Barb. Like, I feel like Myth and 2 Spirit Swords would do the trick, and also 3 Ral Helm. I feel like I can take the blame / credit for that death. I loot the ear. Okay, fair enough. No, it's not entirely your fault because I was reading through the chat here. Not really though, since a lot of it is low early rune words. Yeah, I'm with Arnamic on this one. Like, I'm honestly with Arnamic on this one because you really don't need that much to get going. It's not like I'm asking for freaking Shaco, okay? I'm not asking for Shaco. I'm not asking for Skin of the Viper Magi. All I'm asking for is some runes, and I can get runes. Warcry mana is hard af. Oh, don't you worry about that. I have a solution for that. Like, yeah, like it's not a solution that a lot of people would like, but I legitimately shit you not. Like, I shit you not. I legitimately think that if you're looking for mana, just freaking fill up your belt with fucking 2 columns of super mana potions and just roll with that. I'm not even kidding you. Like, a lot of people use insight to compensate, but I'm not even kidding. Like, for me, like Singer Barb, like, you're using your belt, plain and simple. 2 times Spirit helps with mana a lot in battle orders. Yeah, exactly, what Arnamic said. I'm with him on this. 2 times Spirit with battle orders and super mana potions, especially if you don't have an Insight Merc, will get you going early on. I do it too. Okay, good, we're on the same page. Because I've definitely shown people my Singer Barb. I've shown my playstyle for the Singer Barb. I've got the late game playstyle down for the Singer Barb for the most part. It's just the early game that I'm kind of still trying to work out the specifics on. Like anything that have heavy mana costs, I rarely even have health pots in my belt. Yeah, well, next question is what level will you respec to Warcry? 33? No. The idea is, like... The idea for me would be that I'm basically playing with a team. Like, kind of like what I do on Slash, right? Reset night, we grind out 6, 7, 8 hours, and then we make it to Hell. We have, like, let's say, like, a level 65... Like, by the time we're done clearing Hell Bale, and then I gotta start farming. I mean, you'll probably be running with a group. See, yeah, Arnamic's got me. Arnamic's on board with what I'm talking about. Yeah, this guy and I are in sync here. Like, I'm probably gonna be running with a group to level, and I'll probably be bow and tank. I'll probably be around, like, level 60, obviously clearing out Hell Bale. And then after that, if people want to do, like, Bale runs together, yo, I'm totally down for that. I can provide bow. And then coming out of, Reset, because, you know, again, like I can vibe with any group. Like I can easily find people who are willing to take me into their team as a Bobarb. Then after that, I can worry about respeccing my character after I can worry about respeccing after that phase, right? Like after I manage to make it to hell, once I actually actively start MFing. Like I don't think I would try to like go rags to riches with a Singer Barb when D2 Resurrected rolls out. That's not my goal. I just would want to see like I want to basically what I would like to do, get my Singer Barb up and running, do sub 1 minute runs, and then see if I can run Trav and just get myself some fucking high runes. That would be nutty, you know? Well then, what's all this talk about the early game? I guess there's two types of early game. Like, there's like early game as in, there's early game as in like, oh, like levels 1 through 30. But when I'm talking about early game, I'm talking about like after reset night is over, and then we're basically at Hell Bale. Like early ladder, yeah. First week of ladder, yeah. There you go. That's probably a much better description. Thank you, Arnamic. You really got me today. You got my back on this one. And again, I apologize. I'm being a little confusing here. I'm kind of like I have inadvertently deceived you, but this is kind of my intention as to what I plan to do going forward, right? Like, Barb main is nice for assembling pubs. Exactly. Like everyone's gonna be freaking, you know, DPS. Like, it's gonna be Sorks, it's gonna be Traps, and no, who am I kidding? It's basically gonna be Sork. Sork. It's gonna be Sorks all around. So I feel like I could probably get away with running Barb and then just letting people do the killing while I basically mooch, and then maybe even pop find item while I just wait for them to do their shit, you know? That's another thing too. If I'm a Barb, and I'm like, okay, if I'm a Bow Barb, okay, I can also like, I could totally just be that guy who lets everybody else fight. Can't talk today. I could be that guy that lets everyone else fight over loot while I go through the trouble of getting my own loot. If that makes sense. Anyway, I'm going all over the place. Hey! Yo! That's awesome! Yo, that's amazing. Yeah, that's another really cool feature of that they've added since my last stream. Naka, being the bro that he is, has actually added a grailing, like a grail system. So that's actually freaking nutty. Anyway, yeah, sorry about that, Farallon, but yeah, like, when I'm talking about, like, I'm talking about early game, I'm talking about, like, early ladder, like, week 1, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think, that's the bottom line there. I'm actually curious about something. What happens if I drop this and I, try to pick it up with one of my other characters? Wow, no, it's not. Alright, well, that's cool. Wow, they really did a fantastic job trying to isolate it so that only one person, the person that picks it up, is the one who gets credited with the find. That's really cool. Okay, anyway, I do want to have a 99 Barb someday. Is that the only character class for which you don't have a 99, Itai? Is that what's going on? Like, why Barb specifically? 6 crit roll insight early ladder is literal nudes. Yeah, okay, well I can kind of get behind that and why you would say that. You can farm Nightmare cows for some mid runes. I probably wouldn't farm Nightmare cows though. That's the one thing that I'm kind of like, okay, probably if I'm gonna play Barb, I'm not gonna go do cows. Like, that's probably I need like an area where I can get a lot of something from very few monsters. So it's probably going to be Countess for runes or Nightmare Trav. That's really what it boils down to. So what happens if you loot an un-ID unique ring? The server tells you Carry On Wind has been added to your grail. If you ID it, or no, sorry. If you're the first one to pick it up, then yes, I believe so. It will just tell you right away what the item is. Is my understanding of what's supposed to happen. I picked Druid because nobody 99's a Druid. Okay, fair enough. That's actually pretty awesome. Again, I have yet another misconception of what I thought your situation was. I thought that you've already you said that you 99'd a Druid, but I thought you've 99'd multiple characters, but I suppose I'm mistaken about that. Right? Or am I mistaken here? Oh, Tarj. Nice. Okay. I only have 199 and that's Druid. Okay. Oh, sorry, I missed that message. Don't 99 a Druid. That shit is torture. Yeah. Okay. Well, I can kind of believe that, even though I've never really had the motivation or the interest in trying to go main, go all the way up to 99. You know, like that shit's wild and well beyond me. Let's put this over here. Anyway. Oh wow, this is actually a nice little belt too. Okay, awesome. I think this is where I'm going to hit my stopping point and just chat with you guys for about 5-10 minutes, and then I'm going to call it. Yeah, I mean, I made it to Act 1. That was really good. It definitely wasn't record pace at all. It took me an hour and a half. Alright, well that was pretty awful, but I mean, just diddling around, having some fun with my character, I'm not too upset. Yeah. Let me actually just see what else here. No, not yet. I need a good team that plays tons of hours like I do, and I only got it once. Oh, wow, that's... You've got it once on both single player and multiplayer? Or, yeah, or is it just on multiplayer you're talking about? Also thinking about it, can probably get an Inferno Strider or Hotspur boots pretty easy and cheap for Singer for Trav. Yeah, honestly, okay, when it comes to boots, I don't know, man. Or Alders. Honestly, even Alders wouldn't be bad either. Inferno Stride and Hotspurs are the first things that come to mind because, they're the ones that actually increase max fire res. But even something like Alders would be really good as a start, or Laying of Hands. Hey, Acrobatics. This is sort of reset practice, yeah. I haven't played in quite some time. I think the last time I picked up this game was literally almost 3 months ago, back when I did my last April Fool's stream. So, yeah, at this point I'm actually trying to make sure that, I'm sort of in the zone, that I'm not making really stupid rookie mistake. Okay, I'm probably gonna make rookie mistakes regardless, but I basically want to iron out my rust. Okay, I'm a little rusty. I haven't played in a couple months. I just want to make sure that I know my controls, that I'm getting my hotkeys in order, that I haven't completely forgotten how to play this game. And yeah, in essence, I guess that is kind of a ladder reset practice. I'm not really playing with other people and trying to go through the game with other people right now. I'm just going solo, but I'm just kind of trying to vibe and make sure that even the bare basics I haven't forgotten how to play. Haven't played on Slash in 4 or 5 seasons. Okay. Tried to log on the other day, but I effed up the setting when I tried to set up 2 separate downloads so I could play on BNet and Slash. I see. What now then? Are you planning to still try to set up for Slash? I feel like that would be the way. I mean, I'm actually surprised that you're playing on BNet. Although, you know what? I bet you're probably playing on BNet in prep as practice for D2 Resurrected. Hey, by the way, guys, I have a question for all of you. And I'm hoping some of you guys can chime in on this because y'all would know more about this than I would. I'm done playing, by the way. I'm gonna relax and just respond to you guys. This is now just chatting stream officially. So here's the question I've got for you guys. On the day of the Diablo 2 BNet ladder reset this month, I didn't see that many ladder reset streams. At least, I don't think there was that many. Am I crazy? Was I missing out? Did I miss those streams? Because, I definitely didn't play on the ladder reset day. Sorry, I wasn't interested in playing on BNet, so I didn't play. And I wasn't like, on other people's like channels, like freaking actively chatting, but I at least took the liberty of going on Twitch and checking to see if anyone was streaming the ladder reset. And I don't really feel like there was all that many people that were streaming it. Am I mistaken? Like, Hom3 Watcher in particular would probably know the most about this, followed possibly by Atai. Yeah, more muted than usual. I don't... Muted, I guess you mean, like, quieter, I guess, yeah. I know that... Okay, so I know that Llama and his, like some crew did an 8-man speedrun. That's usually what they do. But aside from that, I didn't really... Like, usually it's like, you get, like, at least two dozen streamers who are just chilling, and they've got like waiting for ladder reset as their stream title, and then they're just chilling. But I went and I saw like a lot of PD2 streams. Yeah, no, legit. I just saw a lot of PD2 streams, so that was kind of crazy. Which is low for a reset night. Yeah, that was surprising. Like, I've definitely seen other resets where there were substantially more people, to the point where the BNet servers were basically going down. Like, they were literally in a queue to get into a game. So, that was how it was, I think, a couple seasons ago. I don't know what happened last season. You would think that the hype would be a lot greater now that they've announced that D2 Resurrected is coming out in literally 3 months. I'm very surprised that this is not the case. Even more surprised that their announcement for D2 Resurrected was that it was going to be coming out in September, rather sometime around Christmas. It's because Indrik doesn't give a shit about BNet anymore. Okay, well, Indrik's just one person, though. I'm not even just talking about big streamers. I'm not talking about, like, Ryu or Llama or... Indrik, or like freaking BT Neanderthal. I'm talking about like even like smaller scale streamers, so I have no idea, right? So I wanted to ask you guys, the viewers, like viewers of D2. Well, I guess Satai is technically also a streamer, but you guys get what I mean. I don't stream D2, and you're the only Diablo streamer I watch streams live. Yeah, okay, fair enough, Seth. But yeah, I know other people should know. To be honest, I don't watch many D2 streams. Okay, fair enough. Basically, only watch you play. Well, that's touching, actually. I mean, thank you for this. I appreciate this information. Only have 20 max, though. Fair enough. Did you take part in that reset, Itai? I mean, you said you play with other people. You have friends who play BNet, so I don't know if you would have joined in on reset night. D2 Legend. Hey, Fatty! Long time no see, dude. Ah, it's good to see you, man. You're calling me the legend. The person who's the real living legend here is none other than Fatty180. Only you deserve that title. You and Bunny Hopper. But yeah, how's it going, Fatty? Long time no see. I can't chat very long. I am going to be hopping off for the night very soon. I need to... I'm going to go spend time with a friend of mine. But you and me, we'll have plenty more time to talk when the ladder resets. I don't know, Fatty, I'm gonna go on a limit, assume that you're gonna be here on ladder reset weekend. I'm gonna be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the bare minimum, 12-hour streams. You know the drill. I'll be around and I'll be here bitching about something. I almost guarantee it. I'll have a really cool build for you, which I'm going to talk about actually, just for very briefly. I do feel bad because Arnamic asked exactly what I was going to be doing. And I didn't really ever finish my response because we got sidetracked. But I mean, this is kind of the nature of what happens, I guess, when I stream and I'm talking with you guys back and forth while I play. Like usually these things kind of get sidelined. Okay. Hom3 Watcher was saying in Llama's Discord, the sign-up sheets for teams was like barely 2 teams filled. Last reset, it was like 15 teams worth. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I legit was wondering about that. It was so quiet, which was so surprising. And Fatty was also saying, I blame PD2. Fatty may have a point. And then Hom3 Watcher is saying Fatty may have a point. Well, I mean, I don't... Yeah, I wonder about that. I wonder if PD2 affected BNet so much that even for a ladder reset, just after Diablo 2 Resurrected's release date gets announced, that no one wants to play on BNet ladder reset. That's pretty nutty. That's kind of insane to me. I think a lot of hardcore D2 fans are probably in the shadows playing on solo. Maybe. Hardcore D2 fans. Maybe. But I also feel like, you know, that there's always going to be hardcore D2 fans. And that certainly didn't stop D2 fans from going all out, even just the previous season. So I'm very surprised I'm not hearing much about it here. You know what I'm saying? Zephyroth was the only small streamer that streamed Reset on the platform. Wow. I have a PC, it's so sad. 6 months with no PC. Oof. So D2 in chat. Well, I think I was just talking about that. So, Vapor, you're saying BNet is so unbearably bad, I'm not surprised people don't play. Yeah, so you would think so, right? But, you would... Okay. So, the thing is, like we've talked about this before. I absolutely despise BNet. I've made very little secret about that. But that has... My feelings about BNet has never, ever stopped... like lots of people from going back to BNet whenever there's a ladder reset. That's what I'm getting at here. Like, yeah, it's bad, but, you know, people don't give a shit. They're still gonna play BNet. Oh, there's botters. At this point, botters are so common that it's become actually, like a lot of people actually just accept that it's a part of the game. That's how ridiculous it is. Even OSRS isn't that bad. Anyway, Fatty was saying, yeah, Pog. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to catching up with you more, though, Fatty. For real, like, when I have more time, it's going to be fantastic. But until then, I'm going to have to keep things a little short here and, you know, skim through what you guys are saying. I miss the small playthrough streams Twitch used to have back in the day. Yeah, me too, to be honest. But then again, I haven't really... I mean, that's kind of rich for me to be saying something like this because I don't really pull up D2 streamers regularly right now, you know? PD2 was 1 week prior, basically the same timing of resets. Okay, yeah, maybe that... Okay, I didn't even realize that PD2 was 1 week prior. That's actually pretty nutty. Vapor was saying, the only reason I considered playing it was to prepare for D2R, as I haven't played vanilla D2 in a long time. I am probably going to play Slash to prepare for D2R. Hey, man, that's a brilliant plan. I'm kind of in a very similar boat. I mean, no. I mean, that's a bit of a lie. Like, I was always gonna play. Like, I've been very quiet the last couple months, but like, when it comes to Slash resets, I'm still gonna be there, right? Like, don't get me wrong. Having said that, I would like to practice for Diablo 2 Resurrected, which is why next season I'm saying, or I was saying to everybody. That I'm actually very tempted to go Singer Barb, because I know I'm going to be playing a Singer Barb when D2 Resurrected comes out. I would like to iron out the holes in my long-term strategy before I actually dive into D2 Resurrected, and I feel like Slash Reset would be a perfect opportunity for that. But having said that, despite needing that practice, I didn't even consider playing on the BNet Reset, because the BNet Reset would not be an accurate representation of what my D2 Resurrected experience will be like, if that makes sense. Like when I play D2 Resurrected, I'm going to be playing with a pre-organized group of people, more likely than not, and I'm going to be going hard. I'm going to be playing Bobarb, but the big thing here is I'm playing with a group of people. That's a big difference, right? That makes a pretty massive difference, because if I'm playing with a big group of people, like, that's going to be very different from what like, if I were to go play BNet, like, 2 weeks ago, what that would look like. If I went to go play BNet 2 weeks ago when I started off as Barb, I would get fucking nowhere. I would have no way to to push myself into hell, and I wouldn't really have a group of people, a reliable group of people, or even a devoted group of people who could bring me to Act 5, you know what I'm saying? Or Act 5, let alone Hell Mode. So, I guess what I'm getting at here is, it just wasn't the right environment to simulate what I wanted to practice, if that makes sense. So, that's why I didn't even consider trying to play on BNet. Long story short. Okay, cool. Next. Bots were out by day 2. We need to pray the new BNet for D2R is better at stopping bots. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I'm hoping that D2R will be good for at least 1 week. If it is good for 1 week, that is beyond what I would have expected them to be able to, you know, hash out. But, you know, if you were to tell me, if you were to, like, I would have put money that, yeah, there's going to be bots by literally day 2 on BNet. For the reset. Like, there's a reason I don't play this shit anymore. I'm not even interested in trying out new shit on BNet because it's so bad. Reset is mega nostalgia, can't stop. Yeah, PoE last epoch makes sense. I'm playing so much Slash since Holy Grail released for Slash. Yeah, no, when I saw Holy Grail get released for like on Slash Ratty, the first person I thought about was you. The one person I know, guaranteed 1,000,000,000,000% that would take advantage of and enjoy the Holy Grail feature is gonna be you. No doubts about that. Guaranteed. Not even a question. Ty was saying, I'd recommend you should. I met some nice people at Twitch. I think what you're trying to say here is, you know, basically I could meet other people to play with on Twitch. And the fact of the matter is, I am not interested in doing that. Like, maybe, like, a couple years back, I might have been, but that's really not what I'm playing. Like, I've got people that I'm okay playing with now. Or just playing solo, right? Like, I've struck a pretty good balance. I'm not really interested in going and hitting up a bunch of people and being like, hey, yeah, let's start playing some BNet together, or let's get into the Reset together. No, that's not really my my cup of tea right now, especially because I know that when give 24 hours to any reset on BNet and it's soiled, completely fucking soiled. So I'm not even interested in that. Beware of CELE with Singer. Oh yeah, LEFE and NM, big doo doo explosion. Yeah, well, I mean I'm not playing hardcore, so it's not really. I mean, if it happens, it happens. I would have no way to push myself to hell. That is a troubling phrase for me. Okay, let me rephrase. Okay, phase 2. All right. Let me be more specific. I would have no way to push myself to hell within 10 hours playing as a solo barb on BNet. Okay. Whereas if I'm playing Sork, even as a Hammerden, I could bring myself to hell. Like. Yeah, as a barb, probably a bit more difficult. Your build on start is dependent on who you are playing with. What do you mean your build on start? No, not necessarily. No, not necessarily. I just haven't decided, plain and simple. Like, let's say I play with people. I might play Singer, or I might play Barb, I might play Paladin. If I don't play with people, I still might play Singer, or Barb, or I might play Paladin. I still haven't, I'm not like 100% committed to one or the other. I'm not really committed to how I'm going to juggle both, because I'm definitely planning to make both characters next season. I just need to figure out how that's going to work, right? Like, am I going to start off with a Holy Shock Pally, play a week, and then switch over to the Singer Barb? Am I going to start off with a Singer Barb and then rotate over into the Holy Shocker? Probably not. Am I just going to do both simultaneously? That would be kind of cool, right? Got to switch things up here and there. So there's a lot. Oh, or best yet, I might even do players, or I might even do like an 8-4 run, depending on how things go, because I have Incendies and Marlies set up for this. Yeah, I have Marlies and Incendies ready for this reset, and I'm obviously playing, and I want to see if Seth is playing, Seth being Green Cable in this case, you know, we'll have 4 players and we could do like players 8-4, or we could do like 8-4, right? Or if Seth doesn't want to play, then we could even do like 8-3. So there's a lot of different ways we could spin it. I could make both my characters and just choose one of the two to play as, right? Like, there's a lot of different options I've got here. So I really am in the middle of trying to figure all that out, and that's really not dependent on who I'm playing with. No matter what, I still need to decide if I'm going to try to make both characters, or here's a really big one for you guys that might be worth exploring. I kind of want to see what it's like to start off as a Holy Shock Paladin and go so far on Rags to Riches that I just straight up like play through the game without having a team. Yeah, no, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm obviously gonna be playing Reset Night with a team, but what I mean is I could play like Barb with my team on Reset Night and then go play my Holy Shock Paladin like separately from that, like the following morning, or like later in the evening, or, you know, like later that week, right? So there's a lot of options. Whew, okay, that was a lot to say. Itai was saying, remember that one ladder they added anti-cheat 2 years ago? Nope, never heard any time where they said that they added an anti-cheat. There were a lot of people who said that they were doing something against the bots, but beyond that, I don't think that Blizzard ever announced that they said they were going to do anti-cheat. Seth is saying, I want to play it, I just don't want to pay for it. I've already bought Diablo 2 in the expansion 3 times. You don't want to pay for Diablo 2 Resurrected? Fair enough, I suppose. I mean, you can get anything done, of course, but time spent versus payout isn't worth it always. Yeah, right. Well, I wonder about that. Like, I feel like the challenge of going from rags to riches is kind of what would make that really interesting. On that ladder, bots weren't online for 3 weeks. Yeah, well, there weren't any public bots, but I know people were, like, doing botting under the table, and there were still people on JSP who were, like, throwing out their shit for forum gold, so that was always a thing. Acrobatics was asking, what is Holy Grail feature for Slash? Literally what it sounds like. Every account, if you pick up a unique or set item, it gets added into a Holy Grail. And I will even link you to this Holy Grail feature, because this is honestly one of the coolest things they've ever announced. Like, in fact, it is so cool that one of the reasons I would actually want to play Singer Barb is actually to try and grind Holy Grail, to tell you the truth, because yeah, I think Singer Barb is actually fantastic for grinding out Holy Grail. Yeah, or could be fantastic for grinding out Holy Grail. Is it the best? Probably not. I feel like on Slash, Poison Necro with like a shit ton of MF is probably better might be better, but I'm not really interested in the math behind that. I just would want to play something which could feasibly get me Holy Grail, and I feel like Singer Barb would be fantastic for that. Okay, great. So where the hell is that Grail feature that got announced? New player here. Yo, where the fuck is this? Hey, there you go. Okay, I found it. So check this out. Boom. Check it out. Slashdiablo Holy Grail Tracker. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's exactly what it sounds like. You know, Holy Grail is now gonna, from here on out, if you're playing on Slashdiablo, if, you know, I don't know if they track it by character or by account. It might actually be by character, but I mean, all the details are probably there in that. Oh no, it is per account. My mistake. Yeah, so it says tracking is per account. So I mean, take it, you know, plan accordingly. But the fact that they have this feature is freaking insane. I'm off to bed. See you Friday. Chat. Looking forward. It feels amazing. Yeah, Holiday Watcher. Thanks for stopping by. I know it's a little past midnight for you, so I appreciate you hanging out past your bedtime. Yeah, appreciate you hanging out. You have yourself a good night, and I will see you on Friday. I'm going to be hopping off pretty soon myself. I just need to get through the remaining comments. By account. Okay, so Tristan's got my back here. So does Fatty. It's by account. You guys would probably know because you've been using that feature. I myself wasn't particularly interested in grinding out Holy Grail for this season, but I know that in, you know, next season it would be really cool to try to, you know, get a, you know, not do like 100% Holy Grail, but even hit 90% with a Singer Barb. I feel like that would be a lot of fun, right? Singer Barb would absolutely be absolutely fantastic for that. And then beyond that, what are some other options here? What was it? Yeah, like I mentioned before, Holy Shock Pally is another good one. And again, I'm not gonna. If you guys are really interested in knowing my full plan for the Holy Shocker, I'm not going to go over all of that tonight, of course. I just don't have the time for it. But you can ask me next stream, which is probably going to be on Friday. Yeah, honestly, it's probably going to be Friday. Like, when the reset actually happens, I'll probably be more willing to talk about my plans for the Holy Shocker, because I'm definitely not going to keep it as only Holy Shock. I would like to rotate it in the endgame to be Dual Dream Pally with like a 6 5/5 light faceted phase blade, and Enigma and an Infinity, and that's gonna be a ridiculously expensive venture. That's gonna be stupid expensive, and so because of that, I feel like because it's gonna be stupid expensive, I just don't think I'm gonna finish my build next season. Period. Even if I spent the entire season playing, I probably won't finish it. So yeah, I definitely. That's going to be fun, is the bottom line. But everything in between is going to be more interesting than the what my end character would look like. I hit 90% like 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, but you fucking play like all the time. Like you are a nut. Like you are, and I mean this in a as a compliment. You're just built different, okay, Fatty? Like you're fucking built different than the rest of us. Like 90% in 3 to 4 weeks, I'm not even surprised. But in my case, I would be surprised if I could get 90% in 3 to 4 months. Because, well, yeah, right? Like I'm not. Oh yeah, Fatty's a monster. Like I don't know what else to say beyond that. 3 years later, fucking Tyraels. Yeah, I'm 3 watcher. Holy Shock seems interesting. Yeah. Like I'm really hoping that when the time comes for me to rock Holy Shock, that you guys will enjoy the Rags to Riches journey, because I don't know. For me, I'm really excited for it. I definitely didn't get a chance to talk about my motivations with regards to the Holy Shock Paladin either. But yeah, I've really run out of time here, so I'm not going to start up that new discussion. Again, like I said, if you guys want to know the motivation behind why I want to play Holy Shocker, that is something you guys can ask me on Friday, because I gotta go. Like seriously, like this is because really, I really want to talk about it. Like I want to tell you guys all about how, you know, this is because this is also related to what I wanted to do with Dewscrim too, and I'm kind of like. Anyway, it's truly disappointing that I have to do this now, but hey, I'll bitch about that some other time. Not even bitch about it, but I'll definitely go over that on a day where I actually have the time for it, rather than now when I'm just trying to respond to you guys. Okay? There's only one reason to play a build. You want to. Okay, yeah, true. But usually there's a story, Arnamic. There's usually a story behind every season. Like, I always have like a, you know, like when I play Martial Arts Assassin, it's like, yeah, I've always wanted to play a Martial Arts Assassin because everyone says it fucking sucks dicks. So I went to go try it out, and it definitely wasn't great, but it wasn't as infeasible as I was expecting it to be. So that was already a huge plus over what I was expecting. It was also super buggy as shit, but that's besides the point. But yeah, there's definitely a very long story behind why I wanted to play a Holy Shock Paladin in particular. It is not bad, don't listen to the plebs. Okay, I'm not going to start up that discussion. But again, Holy Shock, I really wanted to play Holy Shock because, again, it's one of those builds that I haven't ever played or I haven't ever tried. And I want to really work out how to get from Rags to Riches. And again, like I said, this is tied to what I wanted to do. Why I was saying previously, I wanted to 2-8 with Dewscrim. There was definitely like supposed to be like a backstory behind that, and I am not going to get into that backstory today. I have to go. Fatty was saying I was thinking of Crescent Moon PB. Yes, Sea Moon is going to be a part of it. But leading up until that point, what am I going to do? How am I going to farm? What equipment am I going to use? Yeah, right? Like, where am I going to put my stats and skills? Etc., etc., etc. Dragon Talon was how I wrecked Ubers this season. That's awesome. How long till Dual Dream Pala on ladder reset? Okay, no comment on that. Dual Dream Pala is going to be a mile away, okay? Miles away. Artemic was saying play the HS Pala as a SSF character. I definitely wouldn't want to play HS Pally as an SSF character, but I'm actually kind of curious to play it as a character going through the game, if that makes sense. From, like, you know, normal to Hell Act 5. Well, Hellbale. A3 different terming nice. 4-8, 3-8, 8-3, I don't... You know what I mean. in this case. And Arnamic, this is from way earlier. You said I was way behind at reading messages. I meant that a ladder restart or start playing a Singer right away is more practical if you have a team to get into Hell Act 5 as such. Whereas, like you said, much easier to get a Paladin there since you can always do Hammered In build, for example. Okay, yeah, so we're on the same page. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Singer is absolutely more practical because I have a team to get me into Hell Act 5. I take advantage of the fact that as a barbarian I have access to battle orders, which makes me an asset to my reset team, and then once I make it to Hell, I have many options as a level 65 or 60 plus barbarian as to what I want to farm, what approach I want to take, and so on. So really exciting stuff. That's going to be for D2 Resurrected, and possibly even Slashdiablo. So we'll see what happens on Friday. So Acrobatics, I answered your what is Holy Grail feature for Slash. Jamon, are you still around, Jamon? I hope you. I hope I haven't left you in the dust. I'm sorry. I know it's far. Like I dropped like this was like 15 minutes ago. Last question I'll answer. Okay, like for real. I'm sure I saved the best for last. I'm sure you've been asked this tons of times now, but am I excited for D2 Resurrected? I am absolutely freaking. I am hyped for it. I am super hyped for it. I am looking forward to it. Is it occupying my every waking moment? No, absolutely not. Is it like something that... It's definitely not something that I'm like, you know, a trillion out of 10 hyped for, but it's something that I've been super looking forward to for a while now. And yeah, I mean, the fact that they announced that it's going to be coming out September, that's sooner than I expected. I'm really looking forward to what they have planned for us. And also how my shitty Singer will hold up relative to the first ladder reset of D2 Resurrected. So that's actually super exciting. One of my other concerns also is I don't know how this will affect Slashdiablo. Like, the release of D2 Resurrected, I don't know if that's going to take away players from Slashdiablo, or if it's going to add more players when people inevitably get sick of the botters who play on D2 Resurrected. So, that's something that remains to be seen. All good, I'm still watching. Okay, well, I'm glad. I hope that the response was worth it. And I also hope to see you on Friday, Jamon, because ladder resets on Friday. You know me, I'm going to be here for all of Friday, all of Saturday, all of Sunday. You'll have tons of time to ask me as many questions as you like while I try to figure the shit out of my Holy Shock, probably Holy Shock Paladin, and my Singer Barb and all that jazz. So that's going to be super exciting. That's why I was curious what you thought about. You seem pretty committed to Slash. Oh, yeah, no, I'm super committed to Slash. So I think one of the biggest reasons why I'm so why I have so much reservation against D2 Resurrected is primarily because I love Slash so much, right? I love being a part of this community. I love, like, you know, looking forward to Slashdiablo resets, and I don't know how this Resurrected is going to shake up that routine. So I'm a little bit, I guess, afraid of the unknown. Like, if I'm being 100% honest, that is one of the nagging thoughts of mine that keeps me from being fully committed to the release of D2 Resurrected. Aside from the fact that, as Co pointed out, there's definitely some issues about it that makes me raise my eyebrows in concern. Things like the character models are kind of... I don't like the new character models compared to the old ones, to be quite honest. Yeah. Static field plus any character and you're okay. Yes, there's luxury combos, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Yeah, makes sense. Ultra wide strats, easy peasy. Yeah, fair enough. Originally, I was planning to play this reason, but at the same time, I'm thinking to plan and play on this one as main barb. HC dealing with desync will be an interesting science experiment. Fatty, didn't you say something about wanting to do a season where you wanted to farm 1,000 arcanes? And also... I mean, there's the Holy Grail thing that they released. I figured you'd want to play a season from start to finish to see if you could actually, you know, finish your Holy Grail within the 4 months. And also, D2R is coming out next, like, in September, so all the more reason for you to want to play this season, I would imagine. Although I don't know if you also want to prevent yourself from getting burnt out. Yeah, so there you go. That's everything. Big Spence. Hey, hello. I'm really sorry, dude. You caught me just as I was about to hop off. I have already gone well over what I was supposed to do. I mean, to be quite honest with you guys, I was already supposed to drop my stream off like a half hour ago, but you guys have really been. I mean, I've forgotten just how fun it is to come back here and constantly gab this back and forth with you guys. You guys throw me questions, random things about the game, about D2 Resurrected, about Slash, about my plans going forward, about random shit in general, and your guys' plans even. That I really just, yeah, it's way too many things to talk about in such a short span of time. We missed you, yeah. Missed you guys too, especially you, Seth. I haven't seen even last season. I didn't see you. Like everybody else was here. Like literally, I think everybody else that I've seen in this chat, aside from Itai, like was here even last season. But I didn't see you. I was really missing you. I think possibly even more than you guys missed me. All good, man. We'll tune in. The stream's coming up. Can't grind this ladder like others, so we'll tune in. Okay, well, fantastic. I have something crazy planned for you. It's going to be a Holy Shock Paladin or a Singer Barb. I haven't fully decided yet. More details to come on Friday. And hopefully I'll have a chance to chat with you guys and tell you guys my thoughts leading up until that reset. It's been a busy few months, but we are all good now. Okay, well, that's good to hear. I'm really looking forward to seeing more of you, Seth, especially because summer's coming up for you, so plenty of time for us to catch up. Free time up the wazoo, fantastic. Just in time for your college. Okay, gentlemen, thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. It was really good catching up. Itai, you mentioned at the start of the stream that this is your first time here. Hope I did an adequate job entertaining you. And like I mentioned, also, I am definitely a shitter when it comes to D2 knowledge. So I rely on people like you and Farallon and other very knowledgeable individuals to kind of guide me through some of these. So good luck with reset. Have fun. Yeah, Tristan Paints. Yeah. I don't know if I didn't get a chance to ask you. I don't know if you plan to play, but if you plan to play, then I also hope that you also have a good reset and that you have fun. Good luck, bro. Yeah, thanks, Big Spence. I hope to see you guys all on Friday. Stay tuned. Ladder reset. Plenty more time to ask me a bunch of questions. Whatever you want to know, whatever I have planned for next reset, for D2 Remastered or Resurrected, whatever, it's going to be there. I'm going to be there, and I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you guys. You guys are awesome. Stay awesome, and have a great, well, I was going to say a great week, but I'm seeing you guys in 2 days, so have a great Thursday. I'll see you guys on Friday. Thanks, yeah, I'm going to solo 4-box it. Okay, fantastic. Let me know how that goes. Well, I'm sure you will, because we're both going to be playing on Friday, so yeah. Really excited to see how things turn out for you. I'm probably going to be doing a 4-8 or an 8-4. I don't know what order I'm supposed to say it in, so we're going to see how that goes. It's great seeing you. Have fun. Yeah, same to the rest of you guys. Okay, appreciate y'all tuning in. Hope y'all had fun. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out, and I will see you guys on Friday when the Slashdiablo ladder reset occurs, or the final Slashdiablo ladder reset occurs just before D2 Resurrected. Thanks, everyone, for watching. This is D2D2, signing out.